On the outside of the timber frame wall, we will install GUTEX MULTITHERM. Between every stud, GUTEX thermofibre will be blown to fill the stud, which is about 225 millimeters deep. In hard to reach areas where thermofibre can't be blown, I will be installing GUTEX ThermoFlex, which is a very flexible bat. And this can easily be fitted between studs. As you can see here, it self-supports. So in tricky areas, which we'll see later on, where the injection of thermofibre can't go, we'll be filling with these bats of ThermoFlex at a later stage. On the outside of the walls, GUTEX MULTITHERM will be fitted, and the process will be to fit the MULTITHERM back to the stud. After the MULTITHERM is fitted, a membrane must be applied over it, because in this case I'll have a block outer leaf. If we have a timber cladding outer leaf or a cement board, then a membrane is not required necessarily, but when you have a block or brick outer leaf, it is required to install a membrane called fronta humida. So this is the Solitex fronta humida membrane, which we'll see later on. And when the MULTITHERM is fitted, this will be fitted in front of the GUTEX MULTITHERM and fixed back to the wall. The main screws for fastening the humida and GUTEX to the wall are thermally broken Fisher screws called Thermofix 6H fixings. Following that, there will be wall ties fitted through the GUTEX, the humida and back to the stud to tie back to the outer leaf block work. Attaining high levels of air tightness and effective ventilation are key components of building a healthy passive house and a low energy passive house. Another aspect is thermal bridging, trying to minimize thermal bridges and the associated mold, condensation and potential structural issues, as well as energy loss that can occur at these points. This is one of the main reasons I'm applying GUTEX on the outside of the timber frame, because like all real buildings, it's inevitable that some thermal bridges can occur for structural steel connections and so on. On the foundation of our house here, we're using a core passive foundation system. So the whole foundation is a raft of insulation onto which the concrete is poured. So on the outside of this whole panel here, we have beneath this damp-proof membrane, the core insulation wraps right up. Yet this is thermally broken from below, but on the outside it could be a major thermal bridge. So this is where the GUTEX has a key role to play in isolating thermal bridging. Because now the GUTEX, because it's on the outside of the frame, 80 millimeters of GUTEX is applied to the outside of this. And now this breaks the thermal bridge of the window, or sorry, this steel at this point. So this is the key reason why GUTEX is effective on the outside of the timber frame. It allows the breathability, insulates and maintains thermal continuity as well for the timber frame structure.